All right, we're about to dive into a tradition that feels like it belongs in a history book, but get this, it's quietly making a huge comeback. We're talking about monasticism, and we're going to figure out why this ancient way of life isn't just surviving, but is actually thriving in the 21st century.
So, when you picture a monk, what comes to your mind? I bet it's probably a figure from way back when, right? Maybe a medieval scribe in some crumbling old abbey. So it's a totally fair question. Is this way of life just a relic?
But the answer to that question is a huge, resounding no. And this quote, it just gets right to the heart of it. Monasticism isn't about keeping the past preserved in amber. It is a living, breathing tradition that's still drawing people in, right now, today.
To really see just how alive it is, let's go to a place you would probably never expect, the Ozark Hills of eastern Oklahoma. Because here, a community of monks is taking on a project that is just breathtaking in its ambition.
That's right. Since 1999, the monks of Our Lady of Clear Creek Abbey have been building a massive stone monastery from the ground up, pretty much by hand. And we're not talking about some simple modern building. No, they are constructing a grand church using ancient traditional techniques.
And the style they've chosen is so interesting. It's Romanesque. Now, this isn't just about looks. Those thick walls, the rounded arches, they're all designed to communicate permanence, to give you a sense of something solid and rooted in a world that, often feels like the exact opposite.
I mean, just think about that contrast for a second. Our modern world runs on speed, on convenience, on things being disposable. And what the monks are doing is offering this radical counter-narrative. They're literally committing their entire lives to building something they might not even live to see finished, as this tangible expression of their vow of stability, of staying in one place.
So, what's driving this incredible effort? Well, it's all right there in their motto. This is so much more than an architectural project. It's a profound act of faith. The whole point is to create something of enduring beauty, not for themselves, but for God and for all the generations who will come after them.
But you see, the physical construction of this church, it's really just the outward sign of the inner work that structures their whole existence. The true foundation of the monastery isn't stone. It's the daily rhythm of their lives.
At the absolute core of their life is this idea, the Opus Dei, which is Latin for the work of God. So for a monk, their primary work, their most important job, is prayer. Specifically, it's the communal chanting of the Psalms, all through the day and even the night. In this simple structure has guided Benedictine life for over 1,500 years. It's this incredibly balanced rhythm. The day is marked by these moments of prayer, the work of God. And in between, there's manual labor, farming, building, making things to support the community. And all of it is grounded in that powerful vow of stability, a lifelong promise to this one specific place and this one specific group of people.
Now, as amazing as Clear Creek is, it's so important to understand that they are not alone. Not at all. They're actually part of this huge global network of communities who are all living this very same rhythm of life.
You can find this tradition echoing all over the world. You can hear it with the masters of Gregorian chant in Solesmes, France. You can literally taste it with the craft brewing monks in Norcia, Italy, which is St. Benedict's own birthplace. It lives inside the walls of medieval abbeys in Scotland that are still being used today, and with communities of contemplative nuns on every single continent, all of them contributing to this unbroken global chorus of prayer.
And here's a cool little fact that makes this all very real. When you see that Trappist label on, say, a beer or some cheese, that's not just a marketing gimmick. It is a legally protected guarantee that the product was made right there, inside the monastery walls, under the monk's supervision. It's a modern seal of an ancient commitment to quality and work. So, how long has this all been going on? For 17 centuries. An unbroken thread stretching all the way back to the very first monks in the Egyptian desert. Just think about that for a second. Empires have risen and fallen, technologies have totally transformed the world, entire continents have been remapped, and yet through all of that, this quiet, focused way of life has just endured. Which, of course, brings us to the most important question: why? Why does this ancient path still resonate so deeply in our hyper-modern world? I mean, what does it offer us, right here, right now?
Well, it seems to offer a direct answer to some of our deepest modern anxieties. In a disposable culture that's always chasing the next new thing, it offers permanence, a real connection to something that lasts. In a world of constant digital noise that shatters our attention, it offers silence, a space where deep focus can actually happen. And in an age where so many people feel so lonely, it offers a model of authentic, committed community.
It's one thing to hear about it, but what would it actually be like to step into that quiet, ordered world, even for just a day or two?
And maybe the most surprising thing of all is that this isn't some closed-off, secret world. So many of these communities actively welcome visitors for retreats. It's really an open invitation to disconnect from all the noise and reconnect with something deeper. It's a powerful reminder that this tradition isn't just a story from the past, it's a living reality. And it kind of poses a question for all of us today. In our constant search for what's next, could the answer actually be found in something 17 centuries old?